Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. So, today I want to make a video concerning the breakdown of Revelation chapter 17 with the title The Doom of Babylon. Okay, so we're living in some prophetic times right now, and we see the system is crumbling, the system is falling of the so-called white man. Okay, and we see that America, which USA, which is also known as Babylon or known as Sodom and Gomorrah, is slowly but surely, falling and falling. Why do you think Trump says, we need to make America great again? Okay, because it's not great anymore. Okay, so a lot of things are happening, man. So let's go into it, man. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked to me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that great whore represents America. They are acting like a big ass whore, basically, man. And many waters is talking about peoples, nations, because when you jump from there to verse 15, here on top it says verse 15, and he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Okay, so it's talking about people. Going back to verse 1, grab a precept on it. Let me just read it first. Revelations chapter 17, verse 1 again. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, that sitteth upon many waters. And they be, sitting upon these people, man, a lot of nations. Okay, they have basically the dominion. Now from there, let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. Woe means destruction. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. And this is actually talking about ancient Nineveh, but it can be applied to the USA, okay, to America, because they basically follow the same lines, the same ways of this ancient empire. Just like how America follows the same lines of Sodom and Gomorrah, and of Babylon. Okay. So basically, America is like when you have your broom, right, and you broom all the dust from every corner, from every house, and pile it up on one spot to throw it away. America is like that pile of different types of dust and dirt, all put together on one spot, that is ready to get swept away. So from there, let's go to verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, they did a lot of things, a lot of whorish things. The mistress of witchcraft, which mistress goes to, I don't know if they're gonna show it, but mistress means master. Okay, because they are a master of witchcraft, man. Okay, it says here mistress, female owner, sorceress, necromancer, noun of relationship. So, okay, it actually means that they are a master in witchcrafts, with their rituals, with leading the people astray, with their philosophies and things like that. Reading on. that selleth the nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Okay, now from there, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 13. It reads, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness, Now, who is this talking about? This is talking about, again, about America. Okay, they dwell upon many waters. Okay, also in the land of America, you have a lot of races, different races mixed up together there. You have, for example, Moabites, which are Chinese people, Ammonites, which are Japanese. You have Edomites, which are the so-called Caucasians, the so-called white people. You have Ishmael, which are the so-called Arabs, Arabic people. You have people from South America. You have Israelites, of course. Okay, you have people from Europe coming over there. You have people from West Africa, from Ghana, name it, man, all in that place. Okay. Abundant in treasures, thine end is come. So their end is here, man. Okay, they're not a great nation anymore. They've been falling since 1970, I believe. If I'm correct, caused by how do you say that? A failed system concerning the oil. Okay, if I'm correct. Anyway, let's go back to Revelations chapter 17. Let me read verse 2. Let me read verse 1 again. It's like, yeah. Revelation 17 verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. So America is finna be judged, man. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Now, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Kings is not, kings is speaking about different nations, okay? And they have committed fornication. Now, fornication means like spiritual adultery, okay? Idol worshipping, ideologies, other philosophies, basically everything that goes against the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So these nations, they've been drinking so much wine, so much philosophies, taking so much, of USA that they've been made drunken, man. Okay, let's go from there to Jeremiah chapter 51 again. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 7. It reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the nations have drunken of her wine, which means when you drink a lot, you're gonna get drunken, right? So a lot of philosophies and things these nations have taken upon themselves from America. Okay, democracy, Christianity is all across the world. Many nations, they are mimicking America and their ways. Okay, some nations hate America, but still the America is desired for the riches that they have. Okay, and when it says therefore the nations are mad means basically they're going bugged out. Okay, so drunken they're going bugged out. Okay, it doesn't say it here, but they're basically bugged out, man. Anyway, let's go back to Revelation chapter 17. Verse verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. That woman speaks about America again. Sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, a scarlet-colored beast. The color scarlet is red, if you don't know. Let's look it up. Scarlet color. You see? It's like red. So, this scarlet-colored beast. This scarlet-colored beast in Revelations chapter 17, verse 3, is speaking about different, different kingdoms, which America is a part of those, you know. So from there, let's go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 3, entitled The Red Dragon, Satan. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. Okay, so that red dragon, which is the scarlet beast again, is representative for the many kingdoms. Okay, and it is red because it speaks about Esau. Okay, because Esau, Adawam, okay, which is red, they are described in Genesis chapter 27 as being red. You know, they have no Genesis 25, Salakia, described as being red also. So this is talking about Esau. Okay, so-called white man. Plus, a dragon is known for his fierceness. Okay, and that is what they're coming with. You see, the 7 heads that you see right here is talking about those great Caucasian rulerships, empires, which consists of the Greeks, the Romans, Germania Major, Germania Minor, okay, Spain, France, and Britain, okay, the British. And the 10 horns are talking about the EEC, or countries from the EU, which basically you can also see that in this picture from GMS. This is the scarlet-colored beast with America sitting upon it, the whore. Okay, now here in the corner you see the 10 horns. I'm gonna just read it for you. It says on the right, it says Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, and West Germany. And how do you say that? Portugal and no. Let's leave that. It's just concerning the EU. Okay, if I'm correct. So let me see, because that is actually for Revelation 13. And Portugal and Spain are also actually a part of it. Yeah, if I'm correct. Okay, Ireland and UK are basically one. Okay, but I need to search it out a bit better. But the 7 heads, those are the ones that are named: the Greeks, the Romans, Germania Minor, Germania Major, Spain, France, and the British. Okay, now let's go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. Read the last sentence. And 7 crowns upon his heads. The 7 crowns represent 7 empires. Okay, it stands for rulership. So let's go from there to Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And it reads, and I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea. And we read in Revelation chapter 17, verse 15, that the sea, the water, represents people and nations, right? having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. So again, those 7 heads and those 10 horns, you see. So it does speak concerning the picture I just showed you. And basically, those 10 horns are in power since 1958. Okay, the EEC, the EU, basically came into power then. And the blasphemy is because, let's go to Revelations chapter 17, verse 3 again. Let me see. Yeah, here it says, Revelation chapter 17, verse 3 again. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman, which is America, sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, which are these kingdoms, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And blasphemy is because when they came out of the caves, around the Renaissance, they came and they deceived the whole earth, man. They've been stating that they are the Israelites, that they are Yahushai, that Yahushai is a so-called white man with long hair, that they make the image of the Most High, make him look like a white man. They made the angels look white, pale, fat little babies. They make the angels so-called white. So they have been deceiving and they have been blaspheming against the Most High since they came back into power again. Okay, that is what they have been doing, man. In the Renaissance, the whitewashing of the history. Basically, you should see it like when Tupac and Biggie, we know that they are so-called black men, so-called black men. They are Israelites. But then 100 years from now, they would portray them as so-called white people. That is what they've been doing the whole history, man. Okay. So anyway, let's go to verse 4. Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Now that purple scarlet represents her costliness, okay, her preciousness. So for that, let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 19. It says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, which is America. Okay, because America, what makes a city a city? The citizens make a city a city. So America is nothing but a gigantic city. Okay, wherein made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she made desolate. Okay, so all the nations were, basically eating with America and their treasures and things like that. Okay, so America is seen as something like, like marvelous, like wonderful, like wow, Revelation chapter 18, verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. You see, so that merchandise and that basically that whole, how do you say handel in the English? Wait. Handel, translate. Yeah, that whole trade and transactions and you name it, the treasures is gonna stop also for these nations that they tried to be a part of that system. Okay, because America's falling, so these other nations that were relying on it are also gonna be like, hey, what's going on? You see, having a golden, Revelation chapter 17 and 4, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Now, that golden cup is that Jews from Babylon, basically full of deceit and philosophies that all nations drink of, that all nations take part of, including the two-third, and the Israelites that know that are Israelites, of course, okay? And the abominations basically stating like, yeah, you can be what you want, do what you want, the alphabet people, whatever, that is those abomination. Man can be with man, woman with woman, shit like that. And upon verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, mystery is talking about America because it's totally upside down concerning what is righteous and what is normal. Okay, the things that are going on in America, they are on a different level of whoredom and adultery and whatever, man. Okay, it's really fucked up over there. And mother of harlots, Babylon the Great, which speaks about America. The mother of harlots, okay, which when they say you can be whatever you want and worship what you want, and basically that American dream, that image that they be pushing, their that whole system of theirs is just like, it's just whorish, man. It's just contrary to what the Most High wants, and they are the mother of harlots, not just the harlot, the mother of whores, okay, and abominations of the earth. Alphabet people, okay. And if I'm correct, if you put these letters together and do a calculation in the Hebrew letters, you come out on 666. And on every barcode already, you have the number 666. Okay, so their whole vibration is basically evil already, man. Okay, so a quick explanation. You see here the barcode. You see in the beginning, the middle, and the end. You see 2 red stripes. Now, every stripe stands for a certain number. So, for example, the number 0 is like a little bit of a thicker stripe, then a white stripe, and then a black stripe. That is, for example, representative for number 0. Okay, number 3 is like a big black stripe. Okay, let's maybe show another one. Yeah, here again. Okay, number 3, big black stripe. So those 2 stripes in the beginning are representative for the number 6. You also see it again in the middle and also at the end. So it's 666. That whole vibration they be pushing in this system. Okay, so it should already be clear that they are the ones that are the most wicked, man. Verse 6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Basically, the woman is America and drunken with the blood because, what these Americans, what these Caucasians did to the Native Americans, to the so that's the Northern Kingdom and to the Southern Kingdom through the transatlantic slave trade, basically almost wiping us out, bringing hell upon us. Okay, so much blood that they be spilling from us, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. So because a lot of prophets also died in America. Okay, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. So like I just explained, America, it looks very wonderful, and wondered because John was wondering after this beast, because it's USA is like, America is like very alluring to the world, very attractive to the world. Okay, that's also why it's known as the Golden City, man. Verse 7, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? So why was you looking, marvelous and wonderful at this, basically at it? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carried her, which had the 7 heads and the 10 horns. So from here, I'm gonna make a part 2, Lord willing, soon. I'm gonna close it off. I hope it was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God Shalom.